Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going on a little point of view drive in this white 2017 Porsche Cayman S. This has got the PDK transmission. It's a 2.5 liter turbocharged boxer engine. So stick around, we're going to go for a rip. All right, getting inside. Your grip is, grip's a lot less too.
Yeah, tires are garbage.
Great. All right, we are inside the 2017 Porsche Cayman S. Let me get these seats adjusted. So I have seen your video on this car. You do not like these seats.
Do not like these seats,
and,
but yeah, they're fine for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll just we'll get it.
So
start stop button.
So you just no button, you click.
Oh yeah. Porsche
fake.
in their left side. Le Mans Heritage. All right. So how long have you had this car?
I've had it for about 2.5, 3 weeks.
And what made you want to get one?
I've always wanted a Porsche. So I looked at all the different Porsches that I could buy in my price range. And it ended up that this one kind of fit everything I wanted in a car.
All right. Well, very cool.
So
what should I know?
Just so you know, so right now you're in regular mode. That's the O. You can put it in sport or sport. That's like the fun mode, and then sport plus is kind of like the track mode. Okay. Right.
Unless this is that inclement weather or something.
Yeah. So this is like my mode. Individual.
Individual. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then obviously.
Oh, you do that. I don't know if that.
Yeah, it's a big difference. And then, like I was saying, I think the biggest thing with this car that I've learned is that it's meant for like a short course. Whenever I've taken this car like high speed, like it's so light that it's like loose. It's very weird. So that's because of the downforce. If you add more downforce to it, it'll solve that instantly. Yeah. But yeah, once you get up to speed, it's gonna start to like almost float. Yep. And that's why that was the biggest difference when I was driving your car. It felt so planted. Like, remember how I was like, oh my god, in your car I could go through this at 85, 90. In my car I would never even get near there because it starts breaking loose very early.
Okay. So yeah, that's fixed with downforce.
Yeah.
All right. So put it in manual mode.
Yep.
So this has got the 7-speed dual clutch PDK? 7?
Yep, 7-speed dual clutch PDK.
Unfortunately, we got a little bit of a sprinkle, so we may not get the full driving experience, but you can watch those shifts, how fast they have been.
No, so this has the base suspension.
Really? It feels pretty stiff for a base suspension.
Yeah, so if you can get the PASM on this car, it's even stiffer.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, this is my first experience in a Cayman. I've driven 1911 before.
Yeah.
So this is, what's your favorite thing about the car, like driving experience wise?
So if you're in like second or third and you rev it out to about 5 and then you let go, it pops.
Oh yeah?
And that's my favorite thing about the car. I love doing that. Other than that, I just love the driving experience. It feels special.
Okay.
When you're driving.
But this is your first Porsche?
First Porsche, yeah.
I say Porsche, some people say Porsche, blah, blah.
Yeah.
suspension being surprisingly stiffer than I was expecting. But it's also you feel a lot less weight for sure.
Yeah. All right, Sport Plus all the way down.
Sport Plus.
Yep. Foot to the floor, gas.
Foot to the floor, gas.
Go.
Whoa. There she goes. How much horsepower and torque is this making?
So it's making 350 horsepower, and I think right around like 310, 315.
Okay. And where has it surprised you the most as far as?
It's definitely like, I think from like 3 to like 5,000 RPM, I think that's when it has the most power. It just moves. When the turbo actually comes on, I feel like it just, I can hear it, but you don't feel like the, at least I don't feel the increase in torque, like it's, like I said, like it's always there. Yeah.
Oh, that's second gear. Okay, there we go. Where does it stop making power?
So right now it stops about 6,500.
Okay.
That's where it drops off.
And it revs out to 75. That's pretty normal for a turbocharged.
Yeah. So with the APR tune that's going on this car next week, it will peak power to 74. Or it goes all the way to 74.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't lose anything down low?
Nope. And it's just a linear graph.
Wow.
It's really cool.
That's impressive that they're doing that on the stock turbo.
Yeah.
That's normally the limiting factor. Chrono?
The Sport Chrono gives you this clock, this thing right here, and also gives you launch control.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought all Porsches had that clock in it.
Nope. No. That's like a $3,500 option.
Wow. And so normally it wouldn't come with drive mode selection either?
Nope.
What?
Yeah. So, and then it doesn't come with launch control if you don't have that. So it kind of ruins the experience because you can't take it to the drag strip. You can't really get off the hole all that great. Yeah. I think it takes the 0 to 60 time in this car is 3.8. Some people have done it in like 3.5. You know.
It's faster than the 350.
Yeah. Okay, you can get out of the hole pretty fast, but without PDK, it's like 4.2.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All the Germans in their 3 turn signal stocks. I'm trying to remember where they usually do it. BMW got rid of this a long time ago, the cruise control stock. But I like the wheel being cleaner. Not as many buttons. The 350's got a lot of buttons. Sometimes it's a little annoying. Get some air cranking, it's starting to get a little foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not knowing the car, it's hard to know what's safe to do right now because of the conditions. It only broke traction there for the initial, like, right when I was about to shift to second. But I mean, sometimes not having all the power in the world is good, because then you can actually put it to the ground.
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, it's better to be power limited than traction limited in terms of acceleration. And what tires were on it?
So right now we have Nitto NT 555s.
Okay. Are those the stock tires?
No, so those are the tires that the dealer that I bought it from put on there.
Okay.
Which are the cheapest tires you can put on this car.
Oh, there you go. That's a dealership for you. What did it come with? Stock?
P4Ss.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's highway robbery right there.
Yeah. And
Those
like,
tires are fantastic.
So I read on the forums, a lot of people have actually had these tires on there just to save some money, and they do it once, and then they
Regret
have
it.
to switch back because they said it's a different car. That's
Yeah.
the difference.
I mean, tires are getting to the point where they're being engineered, even though it's the same brand and model of the tire. Tires are getting to the point where they're engineered specifically for each individual car that they go on. So you can't just put any tire on a car because it's the same size.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And this car, I can tell, driving, turning, it should have more grip, and it doesn't. And it's because it's being limited by the tires that are currently on it.
And I never got people that went cheap on tires. That's like, that is your connection to the road.
Yeah.
There's like, in terms of like, coming from a track person, there's like 4 things you don't go cheap on: tires, brakes, safety, and fluids.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, you just don't do that.
So this car, I'm just gonna wear out these current tires and then switch to P4Ss probably like next month.
This is a square setup?
No, so you got 19s in the front, 20s in the back.
Oh wow, stack, okay.